Hello everyone, my name's Shalise. I'm doing the Harry Potter series review. I'm gonna say what's the worst series, the entire movie series review, and I'm gonna say what's the worst of it, from the worst to the greatest, out of the top 8. And then I'm also gonna rate how the characters evolve throughout the entire series. Well, here we go. First one, my least favorite is the HalfBlood Prince. Now, the Half-Blood Prince, let's talk about what I like. I love Professor Horace Slughorn. I love Alan Rickman as Snape. Helen Baum Carter as Bellatrix Lestrange. They have great chemistry, those two. The real star of this movie is not Harry, it's Draco Malfoy. Draco is so good in this film. Tom Felton, that's the actor's name, who plays Draco. Basically, Draco's given the task to kill Dumbledore in this film, and Snape has no choice but to help him. Well, basically, he made an unbreakable vow, because if he doesn't, he'll die. And I enjoyed this film. It's just there was a lot of key points off. I was more interested in Draco's task than our trio. Hermione was into Ron, and they had good chemistry. Ron had a girlfriend who was snogging her like crazy. It was great to see that. This is also the movie most people remember because Dumbledore dies. Snape kills him, which is great. There are great scenes in this with Dumbledore, with Harry. It's just there's really two things that really bring this movie down. One, a romance, not Hermione and Ron. Hermione's Ron relationship is not really a relationship right now. It's just there, but it's still good. Ginny and Harry's relationship. This is supposed to be the girl who's the true soulmate of Harry Potter, and in the books, I could believe they date, but not soulmates. In this one, I can't even believe they date. They have the worst chemistry, these two actors together. It's terrible. It's like they're kissing a sister. I don't know. The kiss lasts a second and you blink, that's it. This is supposed to be the girl that he falls in love with? No. I'd rather he was introduced to Luna or Hermione in this sense, because never Ginny. I can understand that she has this little fire in her, but no. And also, what makes it bring down is because how Harry went from Order to Phoenix. He was angry, rebellious. He was starting to become more a leader, and because of Ron and Hermione, they helped him out more to do this. And this one, he just goes back to school. Okay, we're back to school. I'm still gonna be a Hogwarts student. I get that he wants to get past that, but I want him to take more of a leadership role. I want him to be more precise of what he's want to do. Okay, I heard about the prophecy. I want to fight Voldemort, and he get trained by Dumbledore. But technically, no, he doesn't. He learns about the Horcrux, which is a piece of Voldemort's soul. So it's a good film, just not the best. Thank you for this one. Now, my second least favorite Harry Potter film is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This was the beginning, so I'm not gonna judge it too harshly. I love almost every single moment of it. Like I said, it's a little bit kiddish, but it's Harry Potter, so. The reason why it's still down on my list is because I've seen it a couple times. My friends wanted to see it, my cousins, and after a while of seeing it at least 10 times, I kind of got sick of it. So that's the only reason why it's down. But it's still a great film. Check it out. Next one was really hard for me to choose because I love all the Harry Potter movies really from here on out. Chamber of Secrets. This was great. It was a little childish. Excuse me. I love the chemistry. I'm glad that they introduced a new character. I forgot his name. The new professor, the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. We see Harry destroy the first Horcrux in this film, which was great. Tom Riddle's diary basically consumed Ginny and do all these crazy stuff around Hogwarts School. It's a great mystery, great suspense. We see Harry battle Snake. We see Dobby the Elf make an appearance. Draco's father was here, so it was all good. Like I said, it's not the greatest, but it's still a good film. I wouldn't watch this again. I love the Harry Potter films, what can I say? But that's the only reason why it's a little bit annoying, because Dobby sometimes got a little bit annoying. And this is where we first saw the introduction of Ginny, and I didn't mind that. I really did at the beginning. So I don't really have no complaints to this movie, really. But compared to all the others, it's not that high. Now, what should have been the best Harry Potter film? Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix. I absolutely love the book. That's my favorite book, The Order of the Phoenix. Harry starts to be more rebellious and angry. Now, what I like about this, what I didn't like about this film. One, how Harry was angry, but they didn't. What I didn't like about this one is how Harry was angry, but he didn't really try to resolve that around that. He didn't try to focus on more of the task. I wish they stopped with the thing of Chow. Chow was his first kiss, so it was okay, but I just wish it would have progressed more. Something with Luna would happen. I think this would be the perfect time to introduce Harry's true love in this one. Either it's Jenny or Luna. I don't like Jenny. With Harry in the movies, at least. And then Luna, I want either like Luna to hear because they have more chemistry, and I liked it. I thought, oh, here's gonna be something. The child. Another thing I didn't like about this was that it's the shortest. I believe with the Harry Potter films. I wish I wasn't because I really enjoyed most of this. Now, I really wish Harry would have stuck to his stuff. I wish they showed more around Hermione's relationship because they spent really nearly an entire summer together just preparing Harry's stuff. Hermione and Ron. So I wish they got into more of that. But I love the fight scenes. I love Gary Oldman. Sirius Black dies in this, and basically Harry's true goal in this is to basically have the Order of the Phoenix, which is a group of people. Group of wizards that used to fight in the days of Voldemort. Now he's starting it just like his father did. And what I liked about this film also introducing Luna Lovegood, Bellatrix Lestrange, Loris Umbridge, who's the Pink Lady, as they could call her. It was a good film. I just wish it could have been so much better. My favorite scene though is when Harry gets possessed by Voldemort. So that was a great scene. I just wish it could have been better. But it's still a great film. Good film. Sorry. Now, number 4 on my list is, most people are going to be surprised, is Goblet of Fire. Now, to me, the Goblet of Fire is the least you could compare to the books. But this film had a lot of great things. Hermione, you start to see Hermione growing up into a woman. You see Harry trying to learn more about himself, and he's doing all these insane stunts like he's done earlier, and he's really coping with it good. Ron, you get to see more Ron's insecurities of what he doesn't like about Harry. In this film, Harry basically Voldemort appears in this one at the end of this film, but Harry basically had thrown into this tournament where he has to do these 3 tasks, and it's the ultimate victory. It's like the ultimate gladiator thing, apparently, for wizards. And Harry had to fight dragon, had to go underwater like a seeding, and travel in this maze for the 3rd and final task to get 1st and 2nd or 3rd place. And I think as though it's a great film, it's just there are only a couple things I didn't like. Cedric Diggory, how Harry cried over his death was stupid as hell. I wish I had a little bit more Gary Oldman in this film. Mad-Eye Moody was a great casting choice, which is him. What I really didn't like, and it's in the books though, Ron Weasley's insecurities over Harry, how he doesn't even believe his best friend didn't put his name in the pot, and I really wished that Ron would believe his own best friend after all these years instead of Harry getting bullied, and the only one that stuck by Harry was actually his true friend Hermione, which I really showed more. And but all in all, it's still one of the best Harry Potter films I've seen, and it's really great. There's also Dragon, which is always good, and I wish some of the characters that are in the Triwizard Tournament, like Flora and Victor Crumb, they had more of a better acting at least, or a style, but it was still a great Harry Potter film. Now, these are the top 3, which are the instant classics to the Harry Potter film. Number 3 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, The End. Why people think that this is so low or not the best? Well, I love 2 other Harry Potter films, which you'll see later. What I really liked about this film is that it was the epic ending. It's the great action. You get to find out Snape's true story. Harry finally battled Voldemort at the end, which is a great thing. You learn about all the stuff. Dumbledore was nice. You see Dumbledore again, which is always great. What I didn't like about this one that sets it above the others is, again, the Harry and Ginny kisses are stupid. Also, what I didn't like about it is how they should have I wish they did a little bit longer the fight scene between Harry and Voldemort or at least Harry have like a climax to this film where he says, "What happens if I actually survive this?" Yeah, we want to lead on the audience to believe that. I wish in the other films previous, what if he survives? What his life's going to be, life afterwards. Ron's role, he's past his insecurity. He's confident. He's a lot more noble. Ron's really kick ass in this movie. Neville Longbottom's kicked ass. Wish they showed more Luna Lovegood in this one. And Minerva's great. Professor McGonagall. Snape is awesome. Alan Rickman does a tremendous performance. It's a really, really great film. I have hardly any complaints. The kiss in this scene with Ron and Hermione, which we've all been waiting for, was good. Just they had it at a bad angle. You only saw Ron's head, and I'm like, ugh. It was a cute kiss. It was like, aw, they kissed, finally. But it wasn't to me like the whole epic romance. But the epilogue at the end was done perfectly. The music going around when their kids go on the train and they're just watching them is just a perfect ending. A great end to the Harry Potter film. Check it out, but not my favorite. Now, my second favorite Harry Potter film is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. I know everyone's shocked that I put this above that, and a lot of people don't like this because it starts off too slow, and there's not a lot of action in their opinion. Here's the thing, our generation likes mostly just stupid stuff with a whole lot of action, like Transformers constantly, well, at least the last two Transformers movies. Action, they don't care how they do it. The good story, good acting, and most people's acting judges of how they view it is not good. This film was tremendous because it was a long way to plan. They had to find these Horcruxes. They're basically trying to stop Voldemort from ever rising again. And it really brings out the characters because this is the one film where they never show up in Hogwarts and they really grow up and you see how they experience life. There are some great deleted scenes with Harry and Dudley shaking hands at the end, which you should see on the internet. Or you buy it. Harry is really starting to come into his own. He's really trying to change direction. He's lost in his own way. He's still trying to be there for his two friends and to be grateful for that they're with him. And he's trying to get this job done as soon as possible. And Ron is realizing that he's starting to get better at his stuff. He's actually following orders. He's actually starting to get his own stuff going along. But then his insecurities come back and he has to deal with those issues. And he finally trumps over this. Hermione's basically the truest friend of Harry in this one. Sticks by him at the end and when even Ron leaves. Spoilers, by the way. I love this film. Dobby dies, which is sad. Bellatrix Lestrange tortures Hermione. Luna Lovegood, I wish they showed more Luna Lovegood and her father. This is a great Harry Potter film. I don't know what's people's problem with this. The dancing with Harry and Hermione is probably a beautiful scene as much as Ron expressing his love for Hermione. He doesn't exactly put it that way, but we all know. And it's a great, great film. I enjoy it tremendously. I wish people would focus more on the dialogue of things, and it had good action scenes. Unless you're looking for the final battle, that's in part 2, then I can understand that. But to me, part 2 wasn't that great as Harry Potter part 1 because you really see how they grew up. And I really wish they would have shown more. Like how they grow up each time. And Deadly Hallows Part 2 was just the epic conclusion. They had to get it done and over with. But this one is still a great Harry Potter. It's one of the best Harry Potter films I've ever seen. And it's still great. Check it out. Now, the best Harry Potter film is Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban. What can I say? David DeLuise as Remus Lupin. Gary Oldman as Sirius Black. Basically, Harry finds out why his parents were killed that night. Well, not why his parents were killed that night, but who betrayed his parents. Which they all believe was Sirius Black, who escaped from Azkaban. Because they believed they were going to kill Harry, but no. It was Peter Pettigrew, another friend of Harry's, who did this. And it's such a great... It's so dark. And this is like a child's film, but it's so dark. It's amazing. Ron's funny in this movie, as always. He's a comic relief friend, and George is always a great thing in this film. Really brought out the mystery of what's going to happen next. It messes with a little time there and there. It's still one of the better films. Hermione punched Draco, which is awesome. Harry fighting more now. He's starting to really grow up, come to his own, doing his own spells to fight. Not like finding a sword or having good luck because his mother's love. And Ron Weasley was, well, actually, Ron wasn't in this a little bit. Mostly her and Hermione, just like Hermione with her time turn, and she really is a bright switch of her day. And this is such a great, great film. I love this tremendously. It's the best Harry Potter film I've ever seen. Really brings it out with Sirius Black. I love Sirius as Gary Oldman as Sirius Black. Great chemistry between him and Dan Radcliffe. It's a great film. Now, if I have to rate like the characters, how they progressed, Ron progressed because how he was each. Everyone he had to get past his own security. He's lived with a Thai family. I understand that. It might feel a little bit mean, especially to Hermione at the beginning. He has to get past his insecurities, his jealousies, and that's basically he doesn't get over that. He basically gets over that at the Order of Phoenix. He starts to let things go. Then his pride gets in the way with Lavender. He really progressed as a character. I think Ron finally progressed with the part where he will always have his insecurities. He'll always have that in him. His jealousy, his anger towards Harry and Hermione. And not being good enough in some way. But I really feel like Ron progressed as a character. I think overall, he's really one of the main stars of this entire franchise because he really progresses as a character and we all can relate to that. And he really, like I said, he really changed. He's learned to control it and how he acts with his insecurity. So it's a great. Hermione, on the other hand, like I said, I think most of the reason why I bring her a little bit lower than Ron is because her relationship with Ron. She goes from the smartest witch of her day, then her insecurities. Oh, I'm a girl. She's starting to learn to have more fun with Ron, which is always great. And with Harry and how she changes throughout the book. Really, Hermione had a perfect chemistry with Harry and Ron, and throughout their entire relationship, they were going. But with Ron and Hermione, it got into not friendship into something more. It was cute, but I didn't feel like true love right there. To me, I think Hermione became like the next Molly Weasley. Because in the book, she's cooking for Ron, she's cleaning for him. You know, he's injured, I understand that, but she was really starting to turn into Molly Weasley for me. I believe that Hermione was going downhill. And yes, their love is more believable in the books, and I can understand them dating and probably getting married. But there's going to have so many problems in that relationship. Ron still has his own insecurities, but no. Now we go to Harry Potter. Like I said, he was starting to grow and grow each time. Then Order of Phoenix stopped him. Then HalfBlood Prince, he got into this strange obsession with Ginny Weasley. Just like, oh, I like her. I really do like her. And love his life. And it really makes no sense in the books. And it really makes no sense in the movies. It makes more sense in the books, actually, why he likes Ginny. Then Deadly Hallows come. And then I understand all that love. But overall, this entire film franchises are great. The story is phenomenal. Harry and Voldemort has a great story. An orphan who loves it. All these characters are really great. Every single story is good. The only sad part, I really could say I didn't really like drew some of them in the movies at least, that they didn't show the deaths of certain characters, or they did it a little crappy. Gary Oldman's death wasn't that great. Sirius Black wasn't that great. I wish they showed Fred's death and Lupin and Tonks' death. Wish they showed Harry as bracing himself as a godfather to Remus's son. I wish they showed like whatever happens if I survive. I wish they would show more to that. Well, and the romances was the main key. I'd rather have Harry with Hermione or Harry with Luna than Harry and Ginny. Ginny has the worst relationship with Harry. I wish Ginny went with Neville. This is my choice. Ginny went with Neville, Ron with Hermione, or Ron with Luna, or Harry with Hermione, or Harry with Luna. Any one of that. Romance is what really brought this down. I really wish they didn't bring the romance so much into this. They didn't make it any way good. Other than all, Harry Potter is just a classic story. It's amazing. Everyone should really check it out. Leave a comment about what you think is the best Harry Potter films. Agree, disagree with me. Give me a logical explanation. And bash me on it like crazy for having an opinion. And if you can't back it up, back it up. Make a video, back it up. That's what I'm doing. So my name's Elise. These are the Harry Potter reviews. Thank you. Have a good day.